ongoing Masks game to raise money for Nami. I am Nick, and I have the full litany of players here today for our sixth session. Going around in alphabetical order because that is what I'm good at. Ash, why don't you introduce yourself and who you're playing?
Hi, I'm Ash. I will be playing Siphon, aka Caroline Mossworth, although I don't think that name has ever actually come up in game, but it doesn't
I
matter.
called you by your first name last episode.
Right, yeah, you got real sassy at me. I'm playing the reformed, constantly with a question mark, villain playbook. And yeah, that's my character. They like violence.
So next in alphabetical order would be Bailey.
I'm so proud of you, Nick. You did it. Hi, my name is Bailey. I play Josephine Joey Green. I play the Star Playbook. She is a YouTube star, and her likes to burn the things.
I feel that
I don't think
is
you're
a YouTube star might be a bit presumptuous at this point.
Yeah.
Former YouTube star who has many emotions and lots of feels and almost killed a man.
That is a bit more accurate.
Goodness, I forgot about.
I mean, what
I always
former
listen to
YouTube star
questions
hasn't
right
almost
before.
killed a man?
Not gonna
And
say.
also, Elle is here.
Yes,
Hello.
hi, I'm here. I'm Elle. I use user pronouns. I play Daring Dino, whose street name is Pike Arcadia. He uses they, them pronouns. They are the Beacon playbook, and they're trying their best and are very excited to see their moms.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And we'll get to that in a second, but before we do, we also have Lynn.
Hello, I'm Lynn Andrews, she, her pronouns. I play Tip, the anthropomorphic unicorn alien person. The Outsider playbook. And
And I am Nick, and I run this thing. And they are a team of superheroes, both of those with question marks after them.
We all have, well, I can't even say we all have powers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry, Dino.
And they have had some adventures. Majority of them have been involving decisions that they made in the past.
Or otherwise.
Last time, they discovered that friend of Spark Dee had gone missing and ended up in the city in California with them. And in that city, they ended up going to a hotel where she was staying, but instead of finding her, found a villain whom they had defeated in the past, Bear Trap, who no longer had the bear arms because of someone on this team who ripped
Wonder
off
who
their
it
arms.
was.
I don't know, maybe the unicorn person who can change things.
No,
No,
It
it
was-
was the criminal.
it was the criminal.
Who we still don't know because Dino fully admits that there is a criminal on the team, but did not say who they thought that criminal was.
Yes,
Yep, criminal.
definitely.
It
It's
is
definitely
even
criminal.
balanced between
Singular.
criminals and non-criminals at this point.
I don't
Yeah.
know, because I can still get in
Definitely.
a lot of trouble for attempted manslaughter.
So, about that attempted manslaughter.
Oh, by the way, we were raising money for NAMI.
Yes, I mentioned
I
that.
was gonna say, I think you said that at the top of the episode.
It's
We're good.
also there, next to my name. If you go to rollforchange.org/donate, you can donate. Today we raised, including our offline donations from corporations and other places, $1,275 at this point.
Woo!
Woo.
Oh, I should have put my pin on.
Aw.
And in the fight, Bear Trap, with his alien tech arms that had replaced his previous arms, tempted and taunted and all in all made
Bit.
Spark mad. And Spark took the bait and flew Bear Trap up in the air and would have dropped him. Maybe would have dropped him.
No regrets.
It is unclear. But Tip and the Tip Craft ended up saving the day. Bear Trap was uninjured, and they were able to get the information they wanted out of him in regards to Dee Dee and Dee Dee's new persona, Queen of Diamonds.
With Siphon earning $5 in the process.
That bet
Tip
was
did
never
not
agreed
agree
upon.
to that bet.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
sure.
also why you got
She'll
called by your
probably
real
give
name.
you the money anyway because it's Tip.
When you returned back, you opened the door to Paradox's office, and all of the parental units were in the room.
Minus, Siphon's mom.
Correct.
Unless they broke her out of
Yeah.
jail.
All of the available
Yeah.
parents who are not missing or in jail.
Way to rub that in.
I love the idea of them bringing Siphon's mom in handcuffs so that she can yell at Siphon.
I just love the idea of them bringing Tip's parents and Tip being like, how?
Paradox is like, I'm just that good.
There's a universe where your parents didn't disappear.
Oh, snap. There is.
So, to go over my notes here, I'm going to try and see how many parents I have. All
You
right.
At least
And
5.
You get a parrot.
For Dino,
least
there
5.
is lawyer mom and shirt
Textile.
mom.
Yeah,
Mom.
screen printer mom,
Screen printer
Mel,
mom.
and Sunny.
Yes.
Sunny is the
For
word.
Spark, we have Captain Sunshine and Wonderbolt.
That is correct.
And
Promise I didn't name my dad
for-
after my own
Siphon, we have Siphon's dad.
family. No name. Unavailable.
I did not write down a name.
I might have had one on my previous character sheet, but I'm working off something new, so. Jeez.
Hubert.
Hubert. Ugh. It's an ugly name.
I have
Uh,
I have the name of your prison-appointed counselor, but I don't have your father's name.
And the
Priorities.
appointed counselor quit after learning that I was going to
Be a hero.
be not to be a hero, but I was going to this particular school.
Yes.
But yeah, let's say that my dad's name is Harold.
Yes.
Let
Oh,
me
Yes.
no, that's my IRL uncle's name.
let us write that down.
Hmm
Oh,
Harold. Capital letters.
What is Dino's mom's names again?
Mel and Sunny.
Which one is which?
Mel is lawyer mom, Sunny is screen printing mom.
really wanted Sunny to be lawyer mom because I think lawyers with hippie names are cute.
I don't think I had that written down, so hold on. Mel is lawyer mom.
These are the most important characters. of
Sunny
They
is
are.
shirt mom. I'm going to release these notes once this game is done so you can see the madness that is my mind.
Yes, I'm so looking forward to
All I
that.
want is
Yeah,
people with
wait.
fun names.
Alright, so the parents are there, Paradox is there, and there are 4 chairs available. All of the parents are standing behind Paradox's desk. And it's, for 4 teenagers, it's a fairly intimidating sight to see
So wait, which
all of your
parents are there?
authority figures in one place.
All the parents, the available parents. Are
At least my parole officer isn't here.
You're not
What-
even in trouble this time.
What you don't know is that Paradox has taken over as your parole officer.
Oh, no.
Isn't that a? Never mind. No, it wouldn't have worked as a joke. Does Tip have any guardians there?
Not at this current time.
So
Skyped
Tip
your
is
grandma.
not.
They Skyped in
Tip's
your
just
grandma.
like sits down.
I
Hi
mean-
everybody, how's it going?
You do know Spark's parents fairly well because you lived in their backyard.
Oh yeah, okay. So then that would be a different thing. She would probably run up and be like, what's your last name?
My last name is Green.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Green. And goes and like gives them like a high five
Yeah, they both give you high fives.
and then goes and sits down. And then like waves to everyone
They
else.
go back to glaring at Spark after they give you a high five. They do the parent thing of being like, "You're cool. You're the friend of the kid I'm mad at." Back just staring.
Judged. Bart sit down. She know.
Siphon now does the trademark Siphon thing, which is the Michelle Pfeiffer Coolio video, sort of like the flip the chair around and sit on it.
God.
Yes.
Trademark to yeah.
It's
When
on
you-
brand.
When you do that, your dad rolls his eyes.
I sort of look at him like,
Tip like
Good, cool.
watches this and actually like tries to attempt it but falls off the chair.
Tip, you okay?
I'm okay. I'm okay. And
You have to put the chair down before you sit on it.
Oh. Whoops.
Everyone sit down. Sit.
And Dino sits down and like very tightly folds their hands. It's like, ah.
As you all know, GM note, you may or may not know this. He's just starting with that. We are bringing your parents in. They will be living close to campus. And a majority of them have found employment in the city. So they will be able to stay. Unfortunately, the practice in which... would the full name be Melody for Mel?
Yeah.
The practice in which Melody works at would not let her go. So she will need to travel back and forth. But that has been arranged as well.
Just looks at her dad because her dad's a speedster. Like, is you? You can help with this? What?
He's shaking his head no.
I can help make something
Right.
if she needs something to go really, really fast.
And when you say that, someone pops into the room. And it just... Oi! How goes it?
Who is?
I'll be your transportation. And it is a lizard-looking individual with scales mixed in with skin. So it's like skin with scales and then skin and scales.
Okay.
The scales are a green hue, but they shine in the light. And this person does have claws and a tail.
Whoa.
They are wearing cargo shorts that are baggy
Yes.
and a Tupac t-shirt.
Hell yes. I am already all about this.
And almost as quickly as they're there, they give the wave and just pop back out.
Well, they were nice.
And Paradox is kind of like, he didn't expect that. So this may be the first time you will see him taken aback
Uh-oh.
a little
Now
bit.
picture.
He's just like, yes, that is who will be taking your parent. Now, Dino, I think you have quite a bit of knowledge on heroes.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say it'd be fairly easy for you to recognize a upper level B tier type hero.
Yeah.
That individual used to go by Gecko as a villain, but reformed in as they got older.
Mm-hmm.
and now actually just goes by their name of Alex. But they are a hero who helps out around different parts of the world and generally helps transport heroes from place to place. They have the power of teleportation.
It's your future, Siphon. You can soon in the future be wearing baggy cargo shorts and a shoe box.
Dear my love skin.
You know, I
You
had to.
can do that now.
You know what? I had to do it to him.
They are also known for being stuck in their childhood, which was the 90s.
Oh, so they have a lot in common with Siphon.
Paradox recovers and looks around and just says, "What did you find at the hotel?"
Tip
Okay.
holds up a container of ice cream and is eating ice cream.
When did you know?
So
Spartan's just gonna ramble about everything they found.
yeah. Dino makes sure to mention like the broken drones and the playing cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of which were diamonds.
Yes, and the like schematics that were in the trash can or that were scattered around. And then leaves Spark to talk about the attempted manslaughter.
Does Spark mention the attempted manslaughter?
Yes, she does. She goes.
Doesn't Tip does.
I was gonna say she's not holding anything back. She's talking, but she starts doing that thing that, like, when you get really worked up and emotional, you start crying halfway and you repeat things because it's so frustrating, and then you're embarrassed and you're upset. But she's given all the details. She's not leaving anything home.
Spark. And Tip gives her a big hug.
She's just gonna hug Tip back. And I'm really, really embarrassed. I totally lost control. I never should have done that. You know, they're gonna take away my hero realizing.
But Spark, you've got to realize there's something else too.
What?
Well, this is partially my fault too.
We went over this.
Did we?
Yes. It's not all your fault. It's okay.
No. But
This is
Dee
on
Dee
me.
was supplied tech from someone of my race,
Oh yeah.
That is true.
and that's how Bare Hands got his tech. And
Got hers.
I believe as a team, and if you didn't, you're getting a freebie here. I believe as a team, you did come to the conclusion that Dee Dee was also manipulating or using alien tech from that
Yeah.
race as well.
Yeah, we.
I
Yeah.
have that Dee Dee was supplied the knowledge by someone of Tip's race.
Sure.
And
Oh, and I saw what was the Techie? I saw Techie. Why is he creeping? There's no router on the roof.
oh, that's right.
There's like a beat of silence where no one says anything after the rambling and Tip's interjections.
Well, with mouthfuls of ice cream too.
And the first person to speak is Wonderbolt, who just says, "I knew you weren't ready.
Oh no.
We'll get ready and start packing up. We're taking you home."
No, we're a
And
team.
Wonderbolt snaps his head in your direction. And remember, he is very quick, so was looking and then just instantaneous looking at you. And just
Dino's
says,
right. We're a team.
"No,
But
you're a class. Children don't have teams. And I'm acting as a parent and an adult in this situation and doing what's right."
Well, you're partially right. We are a class act, but we're also a team.
I want to be mad at you, but it's so funny.
Spark's not gonna get better at working with a team and learning how to like control her powers if you just take her home and you don't let her do anything.
At this point in time, Spark, you are being told your place in the world. Do you
Oh.
accept or reject it?
See, here's the thing: is she almost killed somebody, so she might not be feeling like her dad is wrong. And that's the problem.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She's gonna look up at Paradox and be like, can you promise me that if I leave that you'll find Dee Dee and let her take my place? I don't want her running around with alien technology that could get her killed. She wants to be a hero. She'll probably be better at it than I would anyway. Just please help her. And then she's gonna look at her dad and she goes, I won't make a fuss, I'll leave.
This isn't fair.
Okay, so first, please move your mundane up 1 and your danger down 1.
Oh.
Joke's on you.
And
Now I have a 0 for mundane.
Oh.
Wonderbolt looks victorious, like yes, this is what's going to happen, and is kind of completely ignoring what the children are saying in this case.
What else is new?
Your mother, Captain Sunshine, is also ignoring what the children are saying. Looks a little conflicted, but is following Wonderbolt's lead. And Paradox lets it happen for a little bit and just turns and says, are we just going to ignore what you did as a child?
Oh.
And Wonderbolt is in his face, nose to nose, and just says, if you say another word, I will break your arm.
Dad, what did
It
you
never
do?
happened. It never happened.
I can find out.
Don't do that. My
It,
dad, I'm
like,
sure
has her little data pad out.
Dad, what did you do?
Tip, why did you unleash your powers real quick?
Unleash
So
your power.
roll and add freak.
Freak. Okay. And
I actually think I might have something for this. I might be using.
I have a +3 and I rolled 7, so that's a 10.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, you are unable to get the dirt that you're looking for,
Oh!
even with the 10. However, you do find an interesting article from... I'm trying to put a date on here that would be appropriate for teenagers.
From X years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From
From
20
what?
years ago. 20 years ago. And it's about repairing the city after a fight between Wonderbolt and Paradox.
Excuse you?
What?
Okay.
Why would
Actually,
it have-
actually, I have something special for this.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I would like to use my ability, What the Hell Hero,
Yes!
to have to have Wonderbolt admit to his wrongdoing.
Oh my god, yes!
Okay.
Killed my dad.
How does this work?
Let me reread this. Dang it. You can call out an injustice the hero has perpetrated. Roll danger plus 2d6. On a hit, you take influence on them. On a 7 or 9, you choose one of the following things. On a 10 or above, you choose 2. So
Oh.
I would be like, what exactly did you think? What did you do wrong? Like,
I got it. Go ahead and give that roll.
Call out post for Spark's dad.
yeah. Okay, so that's a 7 total.
And what question are you asking? Or what event are you making take place?
Did you see
I would
the
like to
data
get them
pad?
to admit their wrongdoing about what Paradox is talking about, like what their part in it had.
Okay.
Oh, and I also now have influence over
Wonderbolt.
over Wonderbolt.
Under Wonder.
So you cut in, and with your jokes and wit, are able to kind of needle
Mhm.
Wonderbolt to the point where he turns and snaps at you,
Mm-hmm.
and says, "This man," and points accusingly at Paradox. "This man made up lies about me. I'm not going to just stand here and take that when he is making up lies. I shut him up. Whatever collateral damage happened, happened. I've repented and done my time."
Well, it sounds like maybe you should give your daughter the same opportunity.
And you can kind of, he winces almost. And Paradox senses that momentary weakness and just says, after all, she's really a hero.
Okay, at that I am going to turn and I'm going to give Paradox the dirtiest look.
And he doesn't even look your way.
Everyone gets second chances to be a hero.
Or more than one.
Shh,
And
it's still my dad.
Paradox just says, you are right. Wonderbolt has gotten his second chance and made a very, very, very good life of it. He has done quite a bit of good. And I have no complaints about what Wonderbolt has done in this world.
Wait, did that happen in a different world?
I was going to say, what about Mustache World?
And do you actually ask that, Tip?
Yeah.
And Wonderbolt's the one who answers and just says, different worlds aren't real. The only thing that's real is this world. And Paradox just goes, not if a majority of them have a certain thing happening.
Is that the thing related to...
What, does President Luthor kill?
And as you're pressing, Wonderbolt just goes, I don't have to take this, and storms off.
Mr. Green, I'm not very... You're...
I want to go after him.
Okay. Your mom's also like, oh oh no. Should have known this is what was going to happen.
It's okay, Captain. I got this.
And just kind of turns to Paradox and mouths, I'm sorry, before like going after.
Oh.
Oh,
Just the poor woman in the middle.
my poor mom.
So we will go to the scene of you talking to your dad in a second.
Okay.
But Harold kind of walks up to Siphon and sounds like you've been doing good. From what...
I've gotten in less trouble here than I thought I would, so yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting to pick you up in a jail. I'm proud of you.
The hesitation on that was the best.
It's got like the anime face of like...
Well, yeah, I'm proud of me too.
I have faith that you'll become a good adult. Would you like to go get ice cream?
Oh,
Tip, like, just is photobombing in the back.
With her ice cream?
Yeah, with the ice cream.
Yes, Tip, would you like to get some ice cream with me?
oh.
Paradox goes, Tip has to stay here for a moment.
What?
We have
What?
something to talk about.
Well, then we can... Dad, can we wait?
He's like, yeah, that's not a
Papa,
problem.
can I... Can we wait?
I love that Tip is like crashing the father-daughter time.
Oh, you're not crashing. You're the buffer.
We do not spend time with father alone. No. All right. So at that point, Paradox says, "It's my understanding that Melody here wanted to talk to Dino and Tip. And Dino, your siblings aren't here at this current moment. So the first thing Melody brings up is that they are in town and that they have transferred schools and will be staying here.
Okay.
But they do get to go home for the weekend to see any friends they had back
Wow,
in
that
Michigan
was real nice.
if they want to. Because the way that you've depicted your parents, I believe they would both be like, oh, but we don't want to move them because they've made such good friends. And like, they would be very empathetic towards that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Melody kind of says, she wouldn't call you Dino. She would call you by your name, which I totally know.
Pike.
Tell me,
Pike.
dang it. I had that.
We believe you.
And just, Pike, dear.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to let you know that we've made a decision. And she holds Sunny's hand to kind of indicate the we in this situation. And we're going to adopt.
You are?
Yes. We feel it's something that would be very beneficial to everyone involved, and honestly, from everything we've heard, we can't wait to have this addition to our family.
When do I get to meet them?
Oh, you already have. Tip,
What?
welcome
I was
to the
drinking
family.
Wait, what?
We're adopting you, honey.
So fucking cute.
Wait.
And Paradox is the one that kind of steps forward at this point. Now, what with you being in a human family at this point, it would be well within Earth's right to defend one of their own. I've been talking to Melody for a while and supplying information on everything that you've been doing. Both her and Sunny are very intelligent people. And they understand that they have every right to bring you in, Tip. But we also have every right to defend one of our own if they are one of our own. So now you are. I would like you to spend some time with your new family and get acquainted with them. We don't want this to just be a ceremonial thing.
But
And Melody speaks up, seeing your hesitation and everything, and just says, I think there's someone else who would like to weigh in on this as well. And she pulls out a tablet,
and
And it
make
boots
me
up.
cry.
and there's this moment of, is this on? Is this on? Is it working? And
Tip is teary-eyed, by the way, because so much confliction.
Graham Dandelion is on the line. And he's just like, hey, look, I don't know how long I have here, but I just wanted to tell you, whatever you're doing out there to make so many people love you, keep doing it. The people coming to get you, they deserve what's going to happen to them. And I can't wait to see it.
Oh, Grandma.
I can't stay long. I can't be detected.
I miss you, Grandma.
Hey, love.
Love you.
Click.
Dino brings in Tip for a hug.
Tip is definitely like sniffling and be like.
Siphon also goes in for the hug and like takes a scoop of
It's the last bite. It's the last.
It's the last bite.
Yeah, you take the last bite.
Rude.
And if you'll allow it, when you are done hugging Dino and Siphon, Melody and Sunny would like to bring you in and hug you as well.
Yeah, Tip just gets passed around.
Just a hug.
Still, like, silently sniffling and such. Is overwhelmed by emotions.
My heart.
Let's go introduce you to the rest of the family. And Pike, I'm gonna trust you to help your sisters out.
Yeah.
All right, and we'll call a scene there. I believe that group is going to leave. Siphon, are you going with them or staying? That is important for the next scene that I am going to set up.
Siphon, realizing that their barrier for protection is gone, leaves with them, but like leaves with her dad.
I'm
Okay.
from con eating. She'll go to ice cream with you.
Yeah, and
So that would leave Spark chasing after her dad.
God help me, I hope he's not running.
He's not. He's stormed
Okay.
off. He's not using powers or anything.
Right.
He gets maybe halfway down the hallway and starts pacing,
Mhm.
but it's a super speed pace, so it's just a blur line
Slowly-
in the
I was
hallway.
gonna say slowly sinking into the tile.
And you get there and he stops and looks at you.
Talk to me. I want to know what happened.
He uses a word that you've never heard him use before. That we are not
Is
allowed
it one
to
of
use
the
on
ones
this
that
stream.
I've been thinking?
It's in terms of paradox, and just says
That's
That-
helpful.
person.
which we cannot say on the charity stream.
Correct.
These are the new words that Tip was learning to impress
I was
Siphon.
gonna say, is this a common swear word or is this one of the no swear words?
It's not like offensive
I was gonna say
fully,
not a
but
slur, okay.
it shows
I was gonna be
disdain for that person.
okay. I was worried there for a second. I was like, oh, no.
He may be calling into question the parental
Legitimate.
lineage of
Cool.
Paradox.
I can work with that. Okay.
That person said that I was part of a calamity, that I caused millions to die.
Oh, jeez.
Here?
Not here, no. But yes. The piece of garbage can see into whatever he wants. And he could just pick and choose where he wants to go and see what it is he wants to see. He wanted to see my fall. So he chose a place that would show that. Luckily, I've been able to convince the community that I'm not that person. But they still are waiting for me to step out of line. And in a way, I think they're waiting for you to do so as well.
Well, the sins of the father and all that nonsense. And she just kind of does this very dismissive way. I am my own person. And somehow I feel like you've been waiting for the same thing with me.
Oh.
And it's terrifying to think that I'm never going to be the hero that you or mom want me to be. You know, and I fucked. Sorry.
One
Sorry.
per stream.
Yep, I'm sorry. I was doing so good. I was on a streak. I messed up bad. But Dee Dee was in danger. I thought somebody had hurt her. And you and mom have always told me that, you know, your family comes first. Dee Dee's my family. You know,
It's
these
at that
people are my
point.
family.
Oh, sorry. It is at that point that your mom does catch up as well.
Okay. Hi, Mom. And I know you and Mom don't watch my stream, but it's gone now. I don't know if you've talked to the tiny little tiger lady Connie, but I haven't been doing any of that. I've been trying to be a hero your way, and it's not. Sorry, wouldn't make me laugh. It's not failing me. I'm, I can be a hero without having people watch me. I want a chance to prove I can do this. Can
And
you give me that chance?
your mom, she puts her hand on your shoulder and takes out her phone and hits the YouTube app.
Hmm.
And it pulls up your page
Oh,
as the last thing that she was looking at.
oh.
And she starts scrolling, and you see the little red bars that show watch time. And
Oh.
every video has one.
Oh. Oh.
And she just goes, "Kiddo, I've known the whole time that you were going to be the hero that I thought you would be. It's just a matter of waiting. You're young, you're dumb, you do things because you're not 100% there. I get it. I was in the same place. And you haven't put someone through a building yet because they talked bad about you, so you're doing better than your father at that age."
Mom with the sass.
Starts thinking about the bank robbery. Nope, not through a building.
No, that was my bad. You don't get to claim my bads. That's badness appropriation right there.
There's only room for 2 criminals in this group.
Your dad looks down and says, "You're going to need to work towards getting people to trust you. And all of your friends saw what you were doing and what you came close to doing. I'm sure they know you like I do and know that that's not the person you are.
God, I hope so.
But the people on the street don't know that. I care about you, and I don't want to see you hurt, whether it be through some villain's deed or just the public turning on you. Their opinion does always seem to matter, even more than my opinion of you."
Nobody's opinion matters more than you and Mom. I want to be the hero that I know you guys want me to be.
And at that point, he just looks down and just says, "I don't want you to be a hero. I just want you to be Josephine."
I'm just gonna look up at him and go, "You had to know that was never gonna be the way things went." And then she lights her hands on fire. Josephine can't be Josephine as long as Josephine can be Spark.
He
There's gonna be
gives a
someone that
smirk.
needs to be.
He knows the feeling of not being able to sit back when you have an ability, and just goes, "No, I suppose it wouldn't. But
Willing to play by y'all's rules.
no father wants to see their daughter go headlong into danger.
I think I
But-
want to see my parents do it.
As a hero, lining up with you would be one of the greatest honors I could ever have."
Oh my god.
I
Nick is
totally
gonna
cried
break
on
us all the
stage.
game.
Oh my gosh. She's gonna like unlight her hand. I shake it out low so it's not as hot. And then she's gonna offer it to her dad and she goes, "Then I'm willing to start playing by y'all's rules. Teach me.
He
Let me
shakes
learn."
he shakes your hand. And Bailey,
Yeah.
I would like you to remake Spark as a Nova.
Neat!
He is no longer a star.
Nice. Now I get to go play with that character sheet. Neat.
So I am going to do, unless there is a specific scene that you would like, I am going to do a little bit of hand wavy move past of Tip meeting the family and being introduced and everything. Unless there is a specific, like, I would really like to see like this sister do something or this younger person do something. All right.
Mike, is there anything you can think of?
I don't know. We probably have like a family dinner or something.
Oh, that would be great.
There's probably
Yeah.
scenes of like the siblings, because are they older or younger?
Yeah, they're older. There's Aaron and Abby.
I imagine there's some point of that scene where Tip is eating something not conventional.
Not standard.
Not
And it's-
food.
The entire family just staring at you, except for Dino, who's used to it.
Yeah.
That happens.
Trying to think, probably eating something like maybe there was a napkin that was folded up like origami, like a bird.
That's pretty good, yes. Now, which family member is the best cook?
I think probably Sunny, but Aaron is taken after her.
So I would say the two of them cook. And that leaves Mel and you literally just said it and it's gone.
Abby.
Abby.
It's Aaron and Abby, and
Mm-hmm.
they're twins, right?
Yep.
Do they have like a defined age or was it just kind of nebulous?
They don't have a defined age,
Okay.
I
just
think they're just older.
We'll keep
Yeah.
it that way.
but probably still in high school.
I mean, I said they were going to school here, so
Yeah.
yeah. Whoops.
Well,
I
they could be
mean, we're only
college
like
students.
sophomores, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
all are kind of younger.
Yeah, they
So
could be
they
like
could be
seniors. Who
seniors.
knows?
Yeah, they could be.
Could be
seniors.
dumb and have failed.
And
I don't
Abby's
think lawyer mom.
Yeah, I was gonna say
No.
I don't think they would have. Yeah,
asking Tip what it's like to be a famous YouTuber because she's seen Tip on TV, I guess, on screen.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Probably Dino has linked Aaron and Abby to like some of Spark's videos, like, here are my friends.
Aren't they amazing? Look at what they do. And then it's just Tip eating things and they're like, yeah, they're
Yep.
they're
I
great.
I think Tip doesn't really like. She's done the videos and then it's like instantly out of her mind. Like the only thing that she's cared about in terms of the videos or the fandom has been interacting with like Graham's Dandelion, or maybe occasionally if she saw something, be like, "Oh, thanks," whatever. But like maybe that recognition hasn't really like clicked.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
So she's kind of like, I'm not
Uh,
like I don't do that. That's Spark.
Yeah, Sparks. It's Spark's channel.
Not no mo.
Oh yeah, Spark does good.
Just like to film stuff when we're just hanging out.
It seems like you all have so much fun. You're the coolest sophomores I've ever seen.
I don't know what a sophomore is, but that's cool. Oh wait, we're sophomores, aren't we? That's
Yeah.
a leveling system here.
Oh, an alien would look at that and be like, "This is weird. What is this?"
Because I'd like to think that like Tip, her education and everything was just like Graham's Dandelion, like, or like reading stuff on
She's the homeschool
any of the
kid.
tech or whatever, like
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily like a formalized school. Not that there is an education or anything, but it's different.
Mm-hmm.
That's your leveling names for ranks, right?
It's like grades.
Oh. Like grade A, grade B,
No,
grade
like-
C, industrial metal, grade
No, like all of the it's kind of like levels, except when you get to level 12, then you start over again.
Oh. Okay.
You reach prestige class and then move on
Yeah,
from there.
yeah.
Well, just as a quick question, where does like the Dino family live?
everyone has been given these little like.
Is it
small
a house or-
houses. Yeah.
It's a small house. Okay. L.
Paradox purpose.
Where does the family eat dinner?
This is a
Uh,
good question. Tells a lot about him.
I think that they eat dinner like in a dining room, but it's not like a fancy thing. It's just like the room that's next to the kitchen that's got the biggest table.
Okay.
Are you hiding out in the bushes?
I was thinking of like having like Siphon just be like pressed up against the window holding like some ice cream and as Mad World plays in the background. So around me like familiar.
You can come in.
Oh, Tip turns around. Siphon, you brought me ice cream.
Behind you is your dad, just being like, "Can we go? Are you done?"
Not until the song's over, Dad.
Playing on your little.
Yeah, playing it on my phone.
Tip like is at the window. Like, you brought me ice cream.
Yes, this is also for you. It's sharing ice cream that I didn't just get for myself.
Yep. Can they come in? She looks at Mel and Sunny.
And they have this moment of like, we really don't want that because we kind of wanted to have a family dinner. And then they're like, yeah, of course your friends can come in.
I don't know.
Okay, Dad, I can get my own ride back.
Oh!
See ya.
Caroline, go love your mother, your father. Whichever. Your parent.
He has this exasperated look because you've been doing this to him
Oh,
at the ice cream place,
No.
at the school, now here,
not like
and you
that.
badgered him to bring you here. And
Dino's like, you can stay for dinner also if you wanna.
It's Harold, right?
Yeah, Harold.
Is Harold going to stay too?
no,
I love
He doesn't have to.
he says no,
Oh.
but
Tip looks at him with like puppy dog eyes of betrayal of like, why wouldn't you join us for dinner?
Your dad.
Why would you want to be alone?
I have an appointment that I've made that I can't miss.
But all the parents were supposed to be here to spend time with their children.
Good luck. Have fun. Have fun at your appointment.
I know my kid. Carolyn, come here for a second. I need to tell you something.
Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. What do you need?
And he kind of turns his back to the door
Mm-hmm.
and
Tip totally has her ear to the door or whatever it is.
is just,
Oh wait, I'm telepathic now.
yep. You don't even have. You could still have your ear to the door,
she
but it's
has
just
her ear to the
telepathy.
door, but yeah, it's telepathy.
Look, you don't have to like me, and I'm not even offended.
Oh God.
I just need to tell you something, and then you can see me whenever you want and not see me whenever you don't. Your mom's out,
Oh snap.
and not in the parole way.
Will you excuse me for one moment?
Uh-huh.
Does Dino have any neighbors?
That would be you.
It's,
That would
it's
be their-
SoCal, so yes.
Yeah, but the houses purchased were like in a line, so it'd be like your house.
Okay, then quick question.
Is Tip just hearing a bunch of swear words now?
Does anyone have like any tacky lawn art?
I would say for plot convenience, there is a pink flamingo
Yes.
across
God,
the
it's
street.
my pink flamingo. I'm gonna be furious.
It is Sparks Pink.
No, I'm sorry, not a pink flamingo. It's one of those gazing balls on a cement pillar.
My shiny rock.
Lord.
Siphon looks at it, picks it up, and then gently puts it back down again. It's
Oh.
like, no, this is more value. This is not something I'm just gonna smash.
Oh, thank you. My shiny rock.
And your dad looks at you impressed. Just like,
Don't be that impressed.
they're teaching you well.
Oh.
They're doing better than I could.
Oh my god.
Don't say that. You know pity doesn't work on me.
Yeah, you're right. Look, if she comes for you, just remember what's been working for you. Okay?
They hear in their minds, she's not gonna get Siphon. Tip doesn't realize she's doing it.
I recognizing Tip's voice. Siphon says very loudly, I don't know, Dad. Maybe I do want to join the dark side and rule the galaxy by her side.
You hear, no!
And your dad's just like, okay, look, go eat, go have a good time. I want you to be happy. All right? I'm going to keep looking for her. If there's anyone who would know what she would do, it'd be me. I'll see you around.
Your backstory.
Yeah. Go deal with your bad decisions.
Oh!
I didn't mean it that way. That was more sass than you needed.
My bad decisions brought about the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I wouldn't take any of them back.
Okay.
Go eat.
Bailey and I are dead.
Oh yeah, I'm very
Did
dead.
Tip get to hear any nice tidbits?
So you could get in Harold's head for a little bit because he's not really protecting himself. And
Yeah, and it's only bits and pieces because I still like the whole puberty.
Mm-hmm.
you get the feeling of dread because he's not strong enough to protect his daughter.
Oh.
Oh.
Does he have superpowers or is he just like
No, he's a normie.
Yeah, he's mundane.
Oh.
Hey, I'm me too.
That's why I use the word
Tell me.
mundane instead of normie.
you're super strong?
Also,
I'm
you are
not.
far from mundane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are a superstar.
I remember the vault. I remember what you did.
Yeah.
So the group has a nice meal, and I also imagine the Green family has a nice meal as well.
Yes. I have confessed about the Enrique to the mother because girl time.
Okay.
I have feelings. She hasn't got to talk to her mom in a minute. She's not one of those people that like doesn't tell her mom stuff.
So
I didn't tell about the kids. I just said that there's a boy that I like.
Boy, that I like.
does he like you?
I think, but we haven't really talked since the last time we went patrolling together. I mean, we did some gardening, but that was kind of part of civic duty. Volunteer
Yeah.
project. That's good.
So why didn't you tell him yet?
Honestly, there wasn't like a whole lot of time. I was super nervous. And you remember that lady Connie I told you about? She's always there. And I'm always afraid that like if I say something, she'll see it as a sign of weakness and use it against me. She's terrifying.
She laughs and just says, "This woman has accomplished in a few weeks what your father has been trying to do in years. Do not tell him I said that."
I mean,
love all the
I've never
moms.
seen her in like fuzzy pink slippers. So she's more scary than Dad.
And it sounds like if she wanted to, she could turn them into a weapon anyway.
Yeah, she probably could. She trains with Dino sometimes, and they're really competent. So, I mean, if Dino can keep up with her, she's got to be scary.
How good of a kisser is he?
I wouldn't know.
Roll deception.
Yeah.
Is that a skill? And
Did
am I
you
using the
forget
new?
that Paradox was advising us of any trouble you got in?
Dang it,
Her
Paradox.
temperature, like, is she slightly steaming a little bit?
Yeah, and her hair is just straight up in the air, like a peacock feather. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's like an 8.5. But I honestly don't have anything else to go on, so.
Alright, sure. I'll believe that for now because I don't have any other evidence to the
No,
contrary.
dead serious. That was her first kiss.
Yeah, but
Or
you
did
just
you-
lied to your mom, so now she's like,
Correct.
alright, everything's in doubt.
And I'm a teenager. What else is new?
Yeah, she's not offended. But she's just like, she was kind of playing you a little bit because she knew, like, I could walk
She-
her down this trap road. Okay, got her.
Cool.
As an actual mom, it's a good trick to do.
Mhm.
Mm.
And
As somebody
you,
who has been walked down that, I'm just glad I'm not being snipped for drugs.
yeah, you have a good time. You have good talks. She's approving of
Do I get advice
Enrique.
on
Yay!
She does make you pull out a picture.
it? Okay. So that's going to be an issue because, like, 3 out of every 4 of them are maybe he didn't know he was getting his picture taken. They're droid pictures.
Also, Enrique has a really, really bad habit of not wearing a shirt because
Yep.
of the whole wing thing.
Yep.
You say bad habit, I say he's just emphasizing his power.
So I believe every picture you have, he is shirtless.
Well, because you see, he's got wings, so, you know.
Yeah, she's
It's
like,
a bit
yeah,
Yep.
I see that. That's certainly the
Mhm.
first thing my eyes are drawn to.
She's got one that's just cropped as his face, and that was the first one she tried to show, but Mom wouldn't fall for that.
Yeah,
either.
she took the phone and started flipping, like just
Mm.
herself.
There's also like a couple pictures in there of just like the kids being stupid in their dorm.
Oh, nice.
Tip totally took the phone and took weird selfies, but like they're like wrong somehow.
Like one of them is like Tip taking a picture of like Siphon like with like a bit of hair in her mouth while she's asleep. It's like,
Yep.
There's
One of
It's definitely a picture where Dino's managed to clamber on top of the fridge and is just perching there.
and then she says,
Like a
it's got a picture
gargoyle.
that says hiding seek queen or regent.
There's one where Tip tried to look like Spark.
I was gonna say it's all of Tip's LARPing pictures.
Yes.
The gardening
There's a-
episodes
There's
are
a
all.
there's a fashion show one.
There's one of just Connie and just like it's filtered so that she looks like a demon queen or something.
there's just a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
she's
stops
just
on
eating.
one, and
Oh.
it's the 4 of you on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
It was a movie night, and you had the drone come in and take a picture,
Mm-hmm.
kind of on the DL. So everyone's looking at the TV, but they're all having a good time. And it's mid action, like something's happening on the screen, and Tip is having a big reaction to it. So she's got like this wide face of just happiness and joy, and Siphon's cracking a half smile at Tip's reaction. And that's kind of causing Dino to have a bit of a smile as well. And Spark, the only one who knows the camera is there, is looking directly at the camera.
Just like
Yeah. And it's just a picture of what looks to be 3 teens and an alien having a normal night.
I like that one. That one's locked so you can't accidentally delete it.
And she just goes, you should print this. I know you kids have everything digital, but there's something to be said about having a picture on your wall.
You're not wrong. I think I'll do that when I get home.
She gives the phone back. She goes, oh yeah, you should head back. That's right, you don't live here.
I can come visit on the weekends.
You can come visit whenever you want. I
I can visit whenever I need to do laundry or need money.
yeah.
I think there's
You're
a
high
lot-
schoolers, not college kids.
See previous statement.
Hey, I know what's coming. We'll be there for you.
Thanks, Mom.
All right, go on. It's past your bedtime.
She just kind of like looks at her like lives on my own.
Yeah,
Does
and then
bedtime.
she just is like, "I'll be saying that when you're 40. Go to bed. It's past your bedtime."
Fair enough. She's gonna hug her parents and do the I love yous and then kind of scoot on home.
All right, we're gonna move to the next day unless anyone has anything.
Is there any things with Tip and Mel and Sunny in regards to just the whole
I think
thing, or is that coming?
they would take you aside and kind of have a talk about, hey, we did this, we did this to protect you, but
Mhm.
not just to protect you, type thing. So we're not using you. We're not just doing this out of necessity. We want you to be a part of our family. And we were honestly thinking of adopting anyway, and we couldn't think of anyone better.
What did Graham's dandelion say?
Well, she made it very clear about your education being of the utmost importance. And just because you were an outlaw on the run doesn't mean that you shouldn't be getting a good and proper education. And then she also said something about if you're not getting in trouble to push you to cause some mischief. I don't know what she was talking about.
That makes Tip smile.
She's a rambunctious one.
She's the best.
Yeah. And, we know we can't replace her.
I didn't want her to think I was abandoning her.
She understands, and in a way, because she can't be here, has passed the responsibility to us to take care of you. And for as long as we need to, we're going to do our best to do so. Now, what's this I hear about young ladies your age and telepathy?
What?
Well, hold on. Let me get the document your grandmother sent me.
No!
Well, when a young woman hits a certain age, and we just cut at that scene right there.
God!
Our alien bodies ourselves.
Oh my god.
And the whole thing is as if they're reading from a script. Just
Anything I need to know for playing Tip?
that it was incredibly awkward, and they probably wouldn't be able to provide any answers. Like, you would ask something, and they'd just be like,
Ask your grandma.
yeah.
I like to think that the next time we're in the dorm, Tip is saying a bunch of like clinical terms and just saying them. They're like looking them up.
I think
The protrusion.
Oh, wait, yeah, I was just gonna say I actually have. I like to think that there's one particular thing she's not sure, and she goes to Siphon at some point. It's like, Siphon, what's this?
ooh.
What is it?
Anything that I could say now would not be stream
Yeah.
safe. Because I have 2 or 3 jokes that I could make, but we'll choose not to.
Siphon, I put this
Siphon-
in the thing, and this is what came up.
Siphon redirects everything to, it's like, just, if you have any questions, the best source, the source that I grew up with, and I think helped molded me as a person, was urbandictionary.com.
No! I am from the other room.
No, Mark has locked that site away from Tim.
Dino just
None of her
runs in.
nope.
They snatch it away like, no.
No.
So it is the next morning. I believe a Sunday, because that all happened on a Saturday.
That's been a week.
So you have a relaxing day where you don't have to do anything. It's been about 4 weeks since you started coming to the school. You've settled in, and I would like to know what it is each of your character does to hang out in their downtime. We will go in reverse alphabetical order by character.
No. That's so
Last
bad.
name.
Okay.
All
Impress
right.
us.
That I've already failed because I don't know
Tip
a
doesn't
few
have a
last
name.
name. Tip doesn't have one, so Tip, you go first while I figure
No.
everything else out.
Dang
It
it,
would
that
be
was what I was trying to
Tip.
avoid.
Tip, Siphon, Spark, and then Dino.
Yeah, because
If you're going by last name.
Tip doesn't have a last name. Siphon's last name is Mossworth. Spark's last name is Green, and then Pike's last name is Arcadia.
Yep.
Internet high five, everyone.
We did it.
We did it, Reddit.
Can't wait to still have an error. Oh, you do
Tip.
LARPing. That's what you
Yeah.
do. I forgot.
Oh, okay. I know what it is because this came up last time. Tip is going to try and bring Siphon to a LARP event.
Okay,
So
Siphon goes along.
What kind of LARP event would actually finally, like, Tip has been asking you every time, especially since she's developed her little crush. Oh,
Okay,
no,
what's-
if that comes out through telepathy.
I will let you know if that happens.
Yeah.
Okay, what would
Because they've changed. We've determined that they change.
Mhm.
Tip always ends up playing an NPC
Mm-hmm.
for
Mhm.
safety reasons. And we know no vampires because that was the last one. Because Tip came in right after you had your vampire nightmare.
uh-huh.
So what would it be?
Already done a
Pirates?
Harry Potter one too.
Yeah, we haven't done pirates. Or I mean, it could just be a generic fantasy day. There could be cyberpunk goth.
No,
I-
take it to the cyberpunk. That'd be
Pirate.
so cute.
I'll say just like generic fantasy. Siphon has been binge watching a lot of She-Ra and decides like, okay, you know what? Let's do this.
Tip is going through like her wardrobe and stuff, trying to look through, and she's like, and if you don't see something you like, I think I can maybe make something in a quick moment. You just have to give me some more details. But I've got hats right there. I've got what they're
Corsets.
corsets. I got corsets. I've got robes, and I've got some boot, and like just
On and on.
somehow Tip has amassed a great collection of
I mean,
stuff.
you can make all those.
It's like
things.
what
Awesome.
week we've been there
I believe
or month?
Tip had the closet of holding as well.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. I altered my closet.
So
So it's kind of like that Steen and Steven universe of like the costume shop, and you can just go in and get whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
I was just
Uh,
imagining the Matrix, except instead of guns, it's just clothes. It's just
Yes,
come flying
yes.
by.
Yeah, that.
Mm-hmm. Siphon goes with the classic person who's interested in fantasy but not interested in LARPing and thinks they're too cool to LARP. And decides to play the wizard with a stoner name like Dankgrass.
Perfect.
God, you're such an edgelord.
Did you grab a hat?
Yeah, like they've got like the Gandalf attire.
And a pipe. Of course, a pipe.
We are in
Yeah,
California.
and yeah, it is. It's legal, but not at my age.
I mean, we've already established you have no problem getting illicit
Yeah.
substances.
It's not lit. It's just an aesthetic pipe for this point
Tip.
in time.
Tip has decided that since
No, it's actually Siphon's bong, but
Just there. Just. I don't think that's. I don't think that. You know.
it's a
what? Okay.
prop.
Tip has
isn't
modified
real.
it. She didn't know what it was. Siphon just said, "Oh, hey, can you make this look like one of your fantasy pipes?" Tip has decided since Siphon is being a wizard today that she's going to be an alchemist potion shop thing. So she's got a very nice, fancy, ornate costume of robes and different things.
Just like
Okay.
little potion, like a bandolier
Yeah,
potion.
little bandolier of potions and such.
All right. So that gives me both Tip and Siphon. So next would be Spark.
Oof. I'm gonna say that fueled by the conversation with her mother, Spark is gonna try to talk to Enrique.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
You walk up to Enrique, and he is a literal knight at the moment.
Yes!
I'm just gonna look at him. Oh, you LARP too, yeah?
Tip got him in.
Mm-hmm. I was talking to your friend Tip.
Of course.
She's quite persuasive when she wants to be.
Yep, yeah, she is.
It's not bad. It's fun. It's better than going out and doing it for real.
Yes, I suppose. Is it harder to move in? And she kind of like bangs on the metal than your actual like costume, though.
It's a little like it's not actual metal. It's like a
It's
kind of
foil.
plasticky type
Oh.
thing.
Tip has made it to be very
Yeah, it's-
breathable.
It's
And
shiny.
there's
But
slots-
it's
there's slots for his
PvP.
wings to come through. So he can be an angel knight if he wants.
hmm
It's holy adventure.
And he just-
Okay.
He's like, it's sorry. Do not worry for me, fair lady.
Oh my god, 15-year-old me is like so stoked right now.
Well, I guess that answers whether or not you want to go see a movie with me.
I like with your friends or
I mean, if you're uncomfortable with the idea of it just being you and me, we could. drink.
no. Hold on. I didn't say that. Don't.
I just don't want to pressure you. You
don't-
It's okay.
I wish you wouldn't worry so much about me, and I would. Yes, movie would be later. Movie.
Later's fine. And Enrique, and she's gonna put her hand on. If this makes you uncomfortable, it does not hurt my feelings. Okay?
Your heat on my plastic is making me uncomfortable right now.
She's not heating her hand up. I can turn that on and off.
Yes, but you're having an awkward teen moment.
So your
I-
body temperature is a little higher than normal.
Yeah. Oh, there's now like a slight handprint.
Petrified angel. And she
I
likes it.
think I would love to see you as my fellow knight out there.
Oh my god.
Let me talk to her and see if she has something in my size.
She
and I'll
does.
see what I can do.
Everything.
She's been
Why does
waiting.
Enrique know that?
She's been waiting.
Alrighty, then I'm just gonna whip out my phone and FaceTime Tip and be like, I see that you've caught Enrique. Where's my suit of armor?
Tip like turns and pans back, and you see two sets of clothing. One is for Siphon, the other one is for Pike. Or not Sife, sorry.
Or
Spark
one is for Pike and
and
one is for
Pike.
Spark. Then I'm going to bring Dino into the conversation. If I am doing this, you are too. Let's go LARP.
I need to check to see if Connie has anything for me to do.
Connie, it's Sunday.
I
Family time.
do have something for Dino.
Boo.
It's energies. It's energies.
Um, You do go to Connie as you would.
I'll keep it on me.
You do go to Connie as you normally do, but she's not there. And there's a note. It's not like she just ditched you. But there's a note, and she says, preparing. Nothing today.
Okay. I reply to the note with like a got it and then sign my name so that Connie knows that I read it and that I showed up at her office because I'm responsible.
Precious baby.
So good.
You turn around, and there's a guy there that you haven't really seen too much of. But you know he goes to the school. Like, he is a student, but you haven't really interacted with him much.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks up and it's just like, you're Dino, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I'm Ragnarok. I spoke to you on the first night,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Hey.
Yeah. Look, me and my friends are just, they're doing this thing. Look, it's dumb. If you don't want to do it, it's fine. But,
Is it the LARP?
yeah.
No, my friends are also doing that.
Oh,
Oh my
all right.
god.
Will I see you there?
Yeah.
Would it be possible to see you after?
I don't know, maybe.
All right. Yeah, thanks. All right, bye. Scoots. Scoots as far away as possible. And it is LARP time.
What kind of
Yeah,
outfit?
Dino texts Spark like, hey, I think Ragnarok likes me. What do I do with 50 question marks?
When I know, I will let you know. Right now, I'm about to put a suit of armor on for a dude I like.
What kind of outfit would Dino want? 'Cause I
Oh,
would-
Dino's gonna be a mage.
Not a rogue?
No, Dino wants to pretend to have powers.
Oh!
Except for Tip has engineered the little throwing things to actually have little visual effects on
I
them.
was gonna say
So
that
cool.
if they told Spark that, Spark would actually make things spark when Dino was using that.
No, you don't want to use powers. Then you get knocked
No,
to be
not
an
like
NPC.
little sparks, like nothing that would hurt, like the little poppers.
You said Okaiba'd it. You just made everything have holograms that look dangerous.
Yep,
All right.
that's what Tip has the shops.
So we have a nice, normal, perfectly fine, nothing bad happens LARP. Everyone roll mundane to see how nice and normal this is.
Oh,
So, quick question: am I using my new stats or the ones that I have on my sheet?
If you have new stats, I would
I was
like
gonna
to use
say I
those.
already pulled up the new thing, so I have it to look at.
Tip is excitedly.
I have the same mundane either way. Awesome.
Whoever is showing up, I don't know if Siphon is staying around Tip at the shop or what, and Tip is able to make like a hologram like shop
Uh-huh.
thing, of course. Or no, she makes the Kirby craft into the shop. And is definitely being like, and that's where I put the thing, and then I have the shelves, and like I have the potions here, and if I want to do a spice merchant, then I change it to this, and like, you know,
Mhm.
yeah. What's my mundane?
I got 8 total.
All right.
I got a 12.
Perfect. So you're able to blend in and be completely casual.
I got a 4.
I have something for you in a second.
Oh no.
Spark,
Uh,
what did you get?
I got an 8.
Alrighty.
Woo.
This is good. Things are good.
I'm scared.
Siphon's somehow the one not getting in trouble.
Yeah.
As usual. It's become the thing now.
Siphon starts off the LARP like really sarcastic, but gets like super into it.
Mhm. By the end, you are the one just being like fully in character. Like, no, excuse me, Dankgrass would not do that.
How we end up playing D&D next weekend.
Um,
I
Dino,
purposely chose a visual
Mhm.
thing that Tip would get into.
Dino, and Spark, you were able to get through without catastrophe,
Yay!
but in some way, you end up embarrassing yourself,
Oh.
even if slightly. How
In
does
a-
that happen?
In a cute way?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
Someone sees you LARPing.
Yeah, right. Connie sees us.
I will not accept that. No, it has to be in a way that's meaningful to the character.
I mean, I just said that Connie scares me.
Your parents see you.
My dad would be okay with that. He just said he wants me to be normie.
Oh, that's true.
Is LARPing normie now?
I mean, compared to what Spark usually does, yes.
It's more normie than running outside and fighting bad guys with fire for YouTube hits.
Yep. Or feeding your alien friend trash.
So Dino forgets the rules for a moment, and somebody they're like kind of tense because they're trying to like do things right, and somebody taps them on the shoulder and they accidentally judo flip them.
I love
And
it.
they're okay, and then they apologize a lot, and then they're like, "I gotta go."
All right, so you get the tap on the shoulder and you flip Ragnarok over.
Oh, no.
And do you still have the same reaction of like, oh gee, sorry, oh?
Yeah, it's like, sorry, I wasn't expecting that. Are you okay?
Oh, when knocked out, just, whew. Oh, that's, wow, you're really good. I'm gonna lie
Yeah.
here for a moment.
Okay, do you want me to get one of the like first aid people?
Sure.
Okay.
And when you get back, he's not there.
Oh.
He's already scooted. Spark, do you have an embarrassing thing?
I have 2 ideas, but I'm open to suggestions.
Okay.
No,
What's idea 1?
Idea 1 is that while Enrique is doing something, she gets overly excited and she sparks and may or may not have accidentally got somebody's costume a little toasty. Idea 2 is similar, but she freaks out and has a bit of PTSD and bum rushes the person who is fighting Enrique.
I have something in mind.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
If we're just gonna go ahead and lose control of powers and light things on fire for a second.
Just a little. Just a little.
Just a little bit.
So
Ew,
Open
pretty.
fire.
they're going through like a prepared combat that was set up for them. And you are fighting a dragon,
Oh.
which is a guy wearing a dragon like hat
Cardboard
thing,
dragon.
and is doing damage and everything. And the dragon is slain, and the dragon takes off their hat and changes character into the fair maiden who was to be rescued and goes to faint. And Enrique, being Enrique,
Oh,
catches her instinctually. And you have a moment where you're not LARPing anymore. And you spark. And you get control really quick. And you know a couple people saw that, but no one's really going to say anything to you because you almost just killed a man yesterday. But Enrique didn't notice it, so it's probably fine. Everything's probably fine. It's probably fine. You did burn down that plant that you and Enrique planted together, though.
No, my liver.
Their
Aw.
child.
But everything's fine. I'm sure. Everything's great.
Bailey's having flashbacks to an IRL thing she did with a boyfriend once.
Tip. You rolled a 4.
Yeah, I have nothing in mundane.
All right. So you are getting into it and getting into it. And the more you get into it, the more extravagant you make your shop. And by the end, it is a dungeon. Like, the shop itself requires people to do a dungeon crawl to get through, to get to you to buy things, including little holographic monsters and so on and so forth.
Oh God, yes.
And no one is able to get through it save for one person. And that would be the person who is really, really motivated to come talk to you.
Uh-oh.
Ragnarok.
Okay.
And like you're getting into it and he's like playing the part of being like, yeah, I would like to shop, and just kind of comes close to you and it's just like, hey, do you know what Tip likes to, or not Tip, sorry, do you know what Dino likes to do, like, for fun?
Acrobatics
Well,
and read and study and be the best at classes, and at the same time Tip's like organizing and like stirring things and all this other
I
stuff.
think the question kind of was unexpected,
Oh, okay.
so it pulled you, like, I feel like Tip would be like, what's going on? Why is
Oh,
this
okay.
person asking
Okay.
this?
Wait, what?
Yeah, like,
Who are you?
I'm Sir, I'm Ragnarok. I'm a student here.
Oh yeah, we saw you at the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what they like to do? What I know?
They like stuff. Why do you want to know?
I just, and then
They're
there's
What?
a moment where you realize that everyone's looking at you because the entire hologram's gone down. And it's now just you talking to Ragnarok where everyone can see and hear you.
At this point, Siphon walks in, looks pointedly at Ragnarok, and is like, "My boy, what have you done to the shop?"
I am the great shop destroyer, and I am here to destroy you as well.
Oh no, my shop! This is the worst! I put so much time and effort. My family will no longer be supported and will go hungry.
And you've created a scene sufficient enough to kind of distract people, but there are still people who are kind of whispering like, hey, like Ragnarok and Tip were just kind of chilling in there. And a rumor has gotten started.
Oh god dang it. I have a real quick question.
Yes.
Elle,
Mm-hmm.
what would you like me to use as far as referring to Tip referring to Pike as their sibling?
Sib?
Sib? Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right. So that is LARPing. I think everything went great.
You
But-
would.
Yeah. Ganja Dankgrass got their
Yeah.
time in the sun.
Yeah.
Siphon found a new hobby. Everything
I
went
was
great
taking
for
a minute to
Siphon.
appreciate the fact that we were role playing.
Yes.
Yep. Hey, I purposely chose a visual medium that Tip got into instead of D&D or another tabletop, so we weren't doing the tabletop within a tabletop.
I would have laughed my butt off at that as well.
Bailey,
Yup.
Enrique is going to walk up to Spark and
Mm,
I have some movie times here.
yeah. What are you wanting to go see?
Now it's what does Enrique like for movies time? There's a comedy here, and he's like got some like Farrell Brothers raunchy comedy.
The problem is Bailey would go watch that. But I don't know about Spark.
But what would spark?
I mean, my first date with my actual husband was the very bad Fantastic Four remake, and I still married this damn self.
I have seen quite a few bad movies in early relationship time with my wife before I finally told her, look, I'm done with this.
Look, I went on a date to see the World War Z movie. It was not great.
That's the level of movies that I was going to see as well. Because she's
Oh.
like, I love dumb action movies. And I'm like, okay.
I watched The Conjuring to impress my mother-in-law.
Oh man.
It was too scary. She's just kind of nod and be like, as long as it's not scary, I don't care. Did anybody else make plans with Tip towards the end of the night?
Are you asking Enrique that? Or
No, I'm asking in general.
I don't
think so.
Yeah, I don't know
Only-
unless Siphon and Tip were excitedly discussing the adventure.
Yeah, we.
Plus, also we have the whole newly adopted thing, and I don't want it to seem like I'm ignoring that too.
True. No, I just want to make sure because it is a school night. 'Cause it's Sunday, and I just want to, think about that because
It's
she's
like
trying to be a good girl.
2 or 3 right
Yeah,
Okay.
we didn't
Yeah.
go very far. We
Mhm.
got up super early.
now. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll say they stop LARPing like around 2 or 3 in the afternoon because they have to clean up and everything.
Okay.
And it is a school night.
Yeah. I mean, anything that doesn't run too long into the night is fine, only because I think I have some kind of early class tomorrow.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But,
Can't-
I also wouldn't mind going to grab a bite to eat after.
Yeah, yeah. She's completely pink at this point. Yeah, that's all. Sure.
All right. Do you want to go there normally, or I could we could fly there, or
I mean, Spark also flies, so.
yeah, he was going to say something and then he was like, "No, you also fly." So he didn't say the thing he was going to.
I think I need to keep a lower profile because of what happened the other day.
No one's even talking about it. I'm sure no one's even worried. You're worried for no reason. I'm sure it's fine. Everything's good. Don't worry about it. Let's go see the movie.
Okay. It's just
Yay,
like
awkward.
trying so hard not to laugh because he's such an awkward turtle and I love him.
We're all awkward turtles. It's awesome.
I'm very good at role-playing awkward people. I wonder why.
No. Yeah. I mean, okay. I just she kind of gestures at her knight's costume. I just need to like clean up a bit.
Yeah, I didn't plan to go to a movie dressed as a knight either. 1 hour?
Sounds good.
All right.
And then she's gonna do that thing where she stands on her toe and she kisses his cheek and then kind of like darts off real fast.
He's gonna try and do that thing where he moves his lips where his cheek would be.
Cool. Do I have to roll for that?
No, I think if you're fine with it, like,
Down.
okay.
Oh.
Siphon and Tip are excitedly talking about the game.
I have a scene in mind.
Go for it.
If everyone else is down with it, so Dino walks into the the common area of the room, and Tip and Siphon are excitedly discussing the what happened in the LARP, but also Siphon is indulging in less than legal recreational activities.
Okay. We'll leave it at that.
We're not gonna have a repeat of our party night.
What's alien physiology reaction to that?
I believe we established that things that affect humans don't affect Tip, so she's just...
No, we established that with alcohol, but we didn't establish that with other things.
Don't give Tip meth.
It's your...
No.
You're in
no.
California, not Florida. It's fine.
Yeah, come on, gosh. Oh, jeez. We've established that thing, like we established that if she eats coffee grounds straight,
Mm-hmm.
that it affects her. I don't know. I'm okay either way.
I like the idea of only this, like, really one silly thing being the thing that affects you and nothing else.
The coffee thing?
Yeah, and then,
Yeah,
like,
I'm okay with that.
alcohol or other substances or caffeine or anything is like,
Yeah.
you're just like, I don't get it. Why do humans enjoy this?
Were you hoping to get Tip high?
No,
she basically is
I-
already.
The aim of this was to put Dino in the uncomfortable situation of walking in
Okay.
their room.
Makes sense. Yeah. No, Tip's like, I imagine that perhaps there is passing of paraphernalia, but nothing is happening at all.
Yeah.
There
Tip's
is...
just like, I don't understand this weird human stuff. Okay.
Do you know what anime is playing on the TV in the common room?
Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless you had another one.
No.
No.
I was asking you.
Hi, Dino.
Hi, Dino.
You're gonna set off the smoke alarm.
Oh no, I already turned them off.
We took the batteries out.
I
I have special detectors for stuff because I was told that the smoke alarms need to make sure they can distinguish between this kind of smoke and the other smoke. I don't really understand it, but
I was just gonna get changed so I can go and work out.
okay.
You sure you don't want to join us and watch some Bebop?
No, I'm sure I won't get a headache.
Okay.
Get a headache? I think it does something to Siphon's head too.
Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom.
Hello?
The door opens.
God damn it, y'all.
And Jem walks in.
God damn it, y'all.
She's
Hi,
like,
Jeff.
Hi, there was a report that the fire detector or the smoke detector wasn't working properly. I just came to look at it.
It's okay. I already fixed them. I modified the ones in the other thing.
Okay, tip.
Yes?
Before you go to bed, make sure to modify it back or it could permanently break it, okay?
Okay.
Alright, this never happened.
Oh, yeah.
That never happened.
Siphon, just for context, Siphon was like mid inhale,
Yeah.
like just like holding it in, just like
And Tip is like, what never happened?
Also, if you don't exhale, it's gonna be worse. Turns around and walks out.
Dude, I love Jim.
I like Jem. Bye, Jem.
Bro.
Oh, you're lucky it was me.
I don't understand. What's wrong?
it's a human thing.
Oh, okay.
All
You know
right.
what sounds good is some brownies.
So,
Yeah, I think I could go for some brownies too. Like a whole tray of them. Like
Please
right
remember to turn the oven off once you're done.
Okay. I can make a tray for you and a tray for me.
there we go. That's the spirit.
Dino. You are going to work out, yes?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you can't get out of the dorm fast enough.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, also, not to put my fingers on everything, but after Dino leaves, is it safe to assume that like that Tip disclosed what happened, like as sort of like, I'm not sure what happened here.
That would be up
Can
to
you
Tip.
explain-
I was gonna ask if the rumor had like where the rumor has spread and such.
I
Oh,
mean, you haven't gone back to school yet, so you don't
Yeah.
really know
Yeah.
at this point.
But I was talking, but like specifically about like what happened in the interaction and like maybe.
I
like,
was making the shop and all of a sudden, or I was working in the shop and then Ragnarok was like, oh, I'd like to buy a potion, and then I was like, you can't buy potions, and then he started asking me questions about Dino and what they liked Orms to do, and then I lost my concentration.
Okay. Yeah, I
Why?
think I know what to do. I think I can help out. And then Siphon takes out her phone and starts texting Dino, and it's like, with no context, just sends a text message that says "body slam him," assert dominance.
Dino just sends back a bunch of question marks.
You need to assert dominance before.
Are you putting that in the group text or an individual?
Oh, I like
No, this is an individual text to.
Oh, can it be an accidental group text?
Yes, it is an Okay, I'll say it's an accidental group text because Siphon is not in the correct state of mind.
Bart just responds, whatever she said, no.
You need to assert dominance over that boy, or else he'll do bad things. We know what happened last time with Dan or John or
Yeah.
whatever unicorn boy is.
I like to think that was like 4 in a row with
Yeah.
Dan or John or whatever
And
unicorn boy.
Tip responds, damn, not
Damn
Daniel.
it.
Daniel, and then tear face.
And then a unicorn emoji and then a horse emoji.
I wasn't gonna say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, Dino just responds saying, like in all caps, like I'm going to work out.
Tip responds, have fun, and all these different emojis with it.
Yes, good. You need to get strong before you can body slam him.
I really hope.
I'm
you
putting
won't get
my phone
Bison.
on silent. I'm turning notifications off. I'll see you later.
All right. You are working out.
Jeez Louise.
What workout are they doing right now?
They're probably doing strength training.
Ooh, like lifting?
Yeah,
Or-
like
okay.
with one of the machines.
All right, like the one of them. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't work out.
Probably one of the they're probably doing this one.
Okay, the bar with the
Yeah.
weights for the back.
You mean
Okay.
the bench?
Mm-hmm.
Or wait, no, machine?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
sitting down, and then you pull the thing down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do know what it is
Why, I
because
don't
I
know.
did it for physical therapy, but I don't know what it's called.
I also did it because I had a PE class, but I don't remember what it's called.
Exercise.
You are there and Connie and Jem walk in. And you've not seen those two interact much. And Jem goes to a bench and Connie's gonna spot. And Jem's putting on weights, like quite a bit of weights. And Connie's like, Dino, I might need help.
Yeah.
Finish your reps and then come spot.
Okay.
All right. So Jem is lifting. And Connie is there and Jem's there, and Jem's exerting, like it is not easy, but while exerting, she's just like, so what do you think of your friends there?
Like Spark and Tip and
Yeah.
Siphon?
Your roommates, your friends.
Yeah. I think we're a good team.
That's not what I meant, and you know it.
Wait,
What?
who's asking this again? Connie?
Jem.
Oh, Jem. Okay.
Connie is there and giving a side eye, but not saying anything.
What do you mean?
How are you getting along? How is your friendship?
It's good.
Good. Clank. And puts it on. All right. Your turn, Connie. And Connie's going to go and try and do the same weights. And Jim's like, it's good to have friends. I was a little... I'll be honest. I didn't think you would make it here.
Oh.
Why not?
Well, you don't have powers. And Connie starts lifting. And Jem has her hand, like cupping it, but it's like hover hand. It's not actually touching.
Mm-hmm.
And Connie is doing the same reps.
Oh.
And she's like, look, you're good, but you have to be like that. And she makes a motion to what Connie's doing right now. In order to make it without powers here, you have someone who could just spit fire.
I don't like Jem anymore.
I don't spit.
You could just kick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's impressive what you do. It's shocking that someone with so little can achieve so much.
Oh my god.
And she's trying to move some labels.
Mm.
And she's trying to move down your danger and up your mundane.
Punch her.
Ah,
Do you
I'm
accept
so
this?
Jem.
no, I don't. I worked so hard to get my danger up to +2.
Okay. Roll
You show her.
to reject someone's influence. Reading how to do that again.
Influence.
It looks like
Rejecting someone's influence is. It's just roll.
Yep. Woo, good luck.
Oh, I got a 5.
No.
Don't forget
Okay.
to mark your experience.
So you
Yeah.
will mark a
Oh, wait, we're
condition.
supposed to mark experience when we fail stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any roll you fail.
Oh yeah, you
is
failed
no
something. Mark
experience.
your potential.
Oh,
Tip.
that reminds me.
Got it.
So anything less than a 7, you mark potential, which means you mark potential. You're not going to move the labels that she is trying to push you towards. I think that you're going to move superior down and savior up.
Okay.
I think the desire to prove yourself is growing more so than maybe your battle tactics and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You might put yourself in more dangerous situations now to prove yourself.
Yeah.
And Jem kind of sees the look in your face. I'm like, I'm not trying to look. I'm not trying to. And the bars clank as Connie's done with her set, and just says, "Why are you harassing my student again?"
Yeah.
You know what, Jem? I think Dino wants to show you something. Dino, I have a mission for you.
Yeah.
Go spar Jem.
Okay.
And they're gonna take you into a it's like a ring, like a boxing ring.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the 6 ropes and the tape and the everything. And Jem's just like, are you sure about this?
No, I'm sure.
She was talking to Connie, but then she kind of looks at you and is like, all right, just know once you step in that ring, you're not a student anymore.
Yeah, and you're not a teacher.
All right.
Dino.
Like, I marked angry.
Good. Jem grabs the top rope and leaps sideways in. And kind of just leans back on one of the corners. And is just kind of like, all right, whenever you're
I thought
ready.
Enrique was the luchador.
Okay, Dino, like, stretches and gives Connie a look like, you're sure about this?
Connie does like a, eh.
Dino,
This is how I learned.
okay. And Dino, like, I don't know a cool way to get into the ring, but Dino does a cool.
Do a backflip.
Grappling hook.
Climb on top of the
I don't
turnbuckle
have my grappling hook
and-
with me. I was going to work out.
Okay, so what you do is you go to the top rope and you lean over just a little and you flip in.
That is a good way. You could also do a handstand on the top rope, then like let your weight carry you over thing because you are an acrobat.
Yeah.
Almost treating it like a pommel horse, like just
Mhm.
taking yourself over.
Nick is the one with the wrestling podcast or stream or
Yes, both.
I mean, I also watched quite a bit of wrestling in the 90s.
Yes.
WrestleMania.
So
Do-do-do-do.
Jem squares up in a boxing stance, and it's sloppy. It's what you notice immediately that form is not something that Jem has ever had to worry about. Probably because Jem is made of stone.
Yeah.
And she starts advancing on you. But instead of swinging, she is going to provoke. And she rolls her superior and succeeds.
dun dun dun.
So she's going to take influence over you as you overreact. And she goes from the boxing stance, puts both hands behind her back, and pushes her chin out towards you. It is your move.
Okay. Well, let's see. She's probably not standing in a super stable stance. I could probably give her a pretty good kick because
Mhm.
my legs are stronger than my arms.
Yes.
Somewhere that'll get her off balance. That's my goal.
I would like you to directly engage that threat.
Yep. That's plus danger.
Mhm.
Okay, that's 2 plus 6 plus 2, that's 10. No, that's 10.
Okay. Does angry affect that?
No,
No.
angry affects
Comfort.
comforting and supporting and piercing the mask.
Okay. So you are going to get 2 items out of this. You are either going to impress, surprise, or frighten, create an opportunity for your allies, which don't exist, take something, which could be their balance, or you can resist or avoid their counter blow.
I would like to take her balance and avoid her counter blow.
Okay. So you sweep the leg, Cobra Kai, and she goes down in a way that would hit you. Attempts to. But you've been in fights before. You know what people will try and do. And
That exact thing has happened to me before.
you expect this and use her falling weight to toss her.
Yeah.
And she ends up on her back, and you are square over her head, standing. Do you say anything?
Yeah.
All right. What would you like to say?
That wouldn't have happened if you had had your feet spaced a bit further apart and your knees were bent.
And Connie from outside the ring is that I've been trying to tell her that for years. And Jem kips up and just does like a little whoop right to her feet. And just goes, you have the same mouth as Connie. Let's see if it bleeds the same.
Oh!
Yikes!
And
Wow.
she's going to directly engage.
Snap.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
That's
Oh no.
a 4. So she goes in and you get the advantage out of this and have her in a way where you could do essentially whatever you want. She is off balance on one leg and you are in her pocket.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'd like to just, like, I want to try and knock her out of the ring.
Okay. Roll danger. And if you succeed, I'm going to say you knock her out of the ring
Okay.
instead of getting the 2 items or 1 item.
One of those dice fell. That's 11 total.
All right. You have her completely at your mercy. And you just sidestep and let her go by. And she feels just embarrassed and takes a wild swing and you spin in roundhouse kick.
Yeah.
And she hits the turnbuckle, flips feet over tea kettle,
Oh, snap.
and lands head first out of the ring. And the idea of fun and games is immediately over as Connie just gets up and runs over there.
Yeah, Dinah's immediately like, oh, wait, no.
And she's just like, oh God, oh no.
Do they lose the angry condition because they hurt
They
someone?
did. That's exactly what I was going for with that, by the way. You have lost your angry condition because you have hurt someone.
Both like on an emotional and physical level.
And
My computer failed.
there's a minute that passes. Jem's eyes are closed. And she's unmoving.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
You broke Jim.
And then a second minute passes. And a third. And Connie's just kneeling above her.
And the
What do you
Windows
do?
phone comes on.
Yeah, Dino's like, I didn't want, has this happened before?
And Connie looks at you and there's something in her eyes that you've never seen. Fear.
Oh no.
And another minute passes.
Oh no. Why are you not taking her to
Yeah,
the
why-
doctor? She's been
And
chaotic.
Jem's eyes
Doctor, she's
flitter
a
open.
rock.
The eyes flitter open. She's just there. And she like moves a finger. And then 2. In her hand. And eventually, after a couple minutes, she's able to sit up. She's like, oh my god. Alright. So I have a concussion. Dino.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Never apologize for doing what's right. All right? You definitely deserve to be here.
Oh.
And you certainly aren't unarmed. Although, to be fair, you didn't use your arms once in that fight. Oh god, my head hurts. And Connie is going to do the little, like, the carrying an injured football player off the field. Like, put one arm and just kind of, all right, come with me, buddy. We're gonna take you to the school nurse.
Get an ice pack.
Yeah. But she does look over her shoulder. I would like you to pierce the mask.
Okay. That is mundane, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I rolled snake eyes.
Right? You can't gauge what the emotion is in her eyes.
Marking potential. Can I mark off that I rejected someone who tells me that I shouldn't be here?
I believe you surely rejected someone who told you you shouldn't be here.
Just
Okay.
have a pocket moment.
You
of
rejected
truth.
them with a roundhouse kick and gave them a concussion.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
The night passes. And the date was very nice.
Yay!
It was sweet and wholesome. And
In every single way.
it was cute. And at the end, he dropped you off at your dorm and gave you a quick, embarrassing kiss
Yay.
before
Yay.
wishing you good night.
You walk into a mess of food and food wrappers
Oh, no.
everywhere.
Also,
Yeah, dinos come back, and normally they would have like picked something up, but they're just kind of like sitting on the couch with a brownie in their hand, just like,
Okay.
I'm so stressed out. I gave a teacher a concussion.
That's
Uh,
so brownie.
When like when Spark comes into the dorm, like Dino just like looks up, and like if you can imagine like the equivalent of like a raccoon,
Just like,
it's like
red
why,
light.
like a raccoon like holding like a bag of like Funyuns.
so what I
That
see
dino
almost
or
every
is
night
that
when I go out to
Siphon?
my dumpster.
Is that Dino or Siphon? Because you said Dino.
Siphon.
Oh no, Siphon, yeah, Siphon,
Lord.
Siphon with just a bag of Funyuns, being like,
Just mid munchie.
There's some like random
Oh,
food item.
there's
on-
something in her hair, but
I was gonna say that, and also like on Tip's horn, like we've like probably
oh,
stacked
God. Donuts.
donuts or something.
Why does it smell like my cousin Johnny's room?
How was your date?
And then she just turns completely pink.
You went on a date.
Yes, really, it was really, really good, and I had a really good time. And she holds up 2 fingers. She goes, "I got this many smooches."
You're also holding a single rose that he
Oh,
definitely
no.
brought you.
It's
Tips.
going upside down to last forever.
Tip is in her head going, I wanna go on a date.
I think everyone heard that.
I can find help with a diet.
What?
You said you wanted to go on a date, right?
I didn't say anything.
She taps her temple.
you certainly thought something, I think.
Do you
Did,
have
like,
someone you
get-
want to go on a date with? Question mark?
Oh, what's that? And timer.
The brownies are
Now
done.
Now
Okay,
I can open up some windows in here. It smells like my cousin's gym socks, and I'm not trying to get in any more trouble for the rest of the time we're here.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I mean, we are friends, so,
Mhm.
we get in trouble a lot. You're a horrible influence, but she says it in a way that's like a compliment.
Yeah, I gave Jem a concussion. I don't know if I
And-
would have done that if I didn't hang out with you.
And scene. I have one more scene I would like to do the next morning.
Okay.
Actually, we'll say it's about 4 days later.
Okay.
I was gonna say no hangover.
Classes
It
have
was
been
Thursday.
yeah, classes have been moving along. Jem was out 2 days before coming back to do things again,
Oh man.
and Connie took over her
Ooh.
classes, so Connie was working double. You received no missions during that time.
Just Dino or all of us?
Dino.
Yeah.
You would have your normal patrols that you do, but nothing of interest happened, and they were rather boring.
Yay.
Complain.
And then during lunch, do you sit together at lunch, this group? I have to imagine.
I know we did it in normie school.
Yeah,
Yes. Huh?
we would have sat together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're sitting together, and Jem walks up and just goes, Dino, Paradox
Yeah.
would like to speak with you.
Okay. I'll see you later. And
Back
Dino
up?
like stands up and waves to everyone.
But do you need backup?
Tip's face is full of food.
Yeah. What was the code phrase that was like things? Oh, IKEA.
IKEA.
Think that like they mouth IKEA. And then
Tip, can your curvy craft go invisible?
It can actually, I think.
We're following them, right?
So
Yeah, I wouldn't want Dinah to get stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Oh jeez.
Spark just gives you this like flat, how could you?
you're walking with Jem, and it's just the two of you. If the others are following you, they're doing so at a distance so as not to get caught. Do you say anything?
I didn't really mean to hurt you that badly.
Oh, well, first of all, you did, because you kicked me. That's not an accident. And second of all, I had it coming. Don't worry. I said some things that I shouldn't have said, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said those things.
Yeah. The sentiment was, and it is rather, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I shouldn't have said those things. I'm really impressed by you.
Thanks. You threatened to punch me in the face so hard that I would bleed.
I get rambunctious in a fight, and like I said, you didn't do anything wrong. If you're in a fight with someone, you end the fight.
Yeah.
And you ended the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Do that to a bank robber next time.
Yeah, I've tried.
And she kind of gives you a pat on the shoulder, like a go get 'em tiger type pat. And she's like, "All right, good luck with Paradox. I don't know what he wants." And she kind of turns and walks away.
Okay. All right.
So you are in the room alone
Mhm.
with Paradox, and he is standing. And there's one chair there for you. But there are 3 chairs kind of off to the side, ready to be placed if need be.
Dino like sit down kind of nervously and is again like putting their hands together in their lap.
You know, I've never had a student give a teacher a concussion before. That's it's a heck of a feat.
Yeah. She said that when we were in the ring, we weren't like, I wasn't a student anymore. So she wasn't a teacher anymore. So,
Oh. So you just gave an aggressor a concussion then.
yeah.
You know, that's not against the rules. Not much I could do about that.
Mm-hmm.
She's smart. She said that for a reason. I think maybe deep down she kind of knew what happened would happen. Maybe not to the extent. You are growing exponentially here. Far more than you ever could in Michigan. What's Connie doing with you?
She's sending me out on solo missions.
Yeah. All right. Wish I had known that.
Oh no.
I thought you knew. I thought that was like part of a lesson plan.
I should have known. And you see worry.
Are we outside the door listening, y'all?
Yeah.
You're there at that point, and
Yeah.
you all hear that I should have known as well.
It was like,
You have information that you know about heroes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've
Do
done
you-
a lot of research.
Do you have any way of calling upon that, or would you just simply be unleashing powers in order to overcome an obstacle?
I don't have a special move for that.
Okay, so unleash your powers, which would be your freak, I suppose.
Yeah.
Seems a little silly in this case. Let me
Got
just-
a -2 to that.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you to do superior, because
Okay.
that's the like assessing and knowing things stat. So I'm making an executive decision.
Okay. I only have a -1 to that. Nope, that's a 4.
Mark that
Oh.
potential.
Yep. Wow, I cleared my potential track again.
perfect.
I haven't done it once.
You remember 2 things. One pertinent to the situation, and one that you kind of wish you had remembered earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The name has kind of been on your mind for a while, Paradox. It's like you've known it, you known it, you known it, you known it. You know kind of his abilities and stuff. He's supposed to have precognition. He's supposed to know what's happening when. It's why he's always had the chairs out for you. It's why he's kind of known everything that you've done without knowing.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he doesn't know what Connie's doing with you shouldn't be. That should not be based
Yeah.
on what you know. The second thing you know, almost all the heroes, for an unknown reason, have a strong distrust of Paradox. And there is an event called the Cataclysm that's the reason why, but you don't know anything about it. But you're, as soon as you remember the precognition and everything, and you're like, oh, he's that guy. Oh, he's that guy. Oh, we're at that guy's school. And he's just like, all right, what's she been having you do?
I've been going on a lot of like small solo things. I've been scouting out some locations. I haven't been doing anything like super dangerous.
That's good.
Is Tip picking up anything from him?
No.
Okay.
But you're picking up a sense of patience in the room.
Okay.
And I would like you to roll to unleash your powers.
That's plus freak?
Yep.
Okay. Where did it go? Come on. Sorry. Okay. Okay. 11 plus 3 is 14.
That surely succeeds. So you get this patience and you're like, well, what is that? And you begin sensing a third entity's thoughts in the room. And it's saying, wait for the time, not now. back in the room.
Something's wrong.
Paradox just goes, all right, can you just let me know if she sends you out on anything? You're not in trouble. She's not in trouble. I don't disapprove of this. And I'm sure she figured that I would know about it anyway. But I didn't. And he's kind of going back and forth on that a lot. He's mentioned it now 3 or 4 times.
Mhm.
Nip is definitely like feeding back what she's hearing of the conversation, and has definitely said something's wrong.
Did you advise your teammates of the third presence in the room?
Yeah, did you specifically call? Siphon would like to do like a sort of life detect.
Okay. You, without rolling, you detect a third in there. As
But
well.
like where exactly in the room?
Go for it. Roll that freak.
That's a +2. Okay. 8, 9, 10. 10.
It's, so there's a seated life form, a standing life form, and a floating life form directly behind the standing life form.
Okay. It is at this point, after detecting the third, that
Nip is just looking at at Spark and Siphon, and just like,
Dino has their phone on him, right?
Yeah.
What's our SOS get out time
Does
to
your
bail?
phone is your phone on vibrate, sound, or silent?
It's on vibrate.
Thank you.
Okay.
It was on silent when I went to go and work out, but it's been 4 days since then. So
Um,
I
but,
forgot what IKEA.
IKEA was my
Dan.
leader.
it was
Dan.
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 Dan
Dan
is
is-
extreme danger. Get out.
Okay, so you're just gonna get a mass text. Dan's back.
Bzz,
Uh,
bzz, bzz, bzz.
Yeah.
and it's at this point that Siphon will kick down the door.
I was gonna say Tip would have been also like at the same time burst of mind to try. No, never mind.
So you kick down the door at the same
And
time
say-
as the phone is going off.
Yeah,
So bzz,
and
boom.
and then say, "Oh no, this isn't the ladies' room. I just thought I smelled the faint whiff of something that I can't say on stream. Bull something."
And
Thought you were gonna say something that starts with a D.
Paradox is like
Uh,
in complete shock. What are you doing?
Behind you.
And from behind opens the air.
No.
And what appears to be a specter to you with a long elongated face and probably 9-inch long teeth with an arm that's 4 feet long and thin, reaches out and grabs Paradox by the hair. And all of the hair stops moving. And it
Can I-
pulls.
Can I
And
blast it with
Paradox.
my unicorn
I was
horn?
gonna say, can I shoot it?
Paradox flies back in through the circle. You may take 1 action before he is completely enveloped.
Okay, are we going in after him, or are we gonna try to pull him out?
I'm
You
trying
may
to
not
sever that
communicate.
connection.
This is happening rather quickly.
I
Go,
will
go,
Try
go.
to use my weapon or whatever to sever the arm.
Okay.
What is that?
You're probably directly engaging that threat.
There we go. Plus danger.
Is Siphon doing anything? Is Dino doing anything? Is Spark doing anything?
Oh,
Uh,
crud!
Oh, I can do a thing. I can make a shield. So
Got
I
it.
have to
Thank you.
roll. to
Is
see
that
if
a
I
fail,
can-
right? Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get excited.
If you got it.
Oh, I can boost. I can boost. How much are you off by?
I got a 5 because I have a -1 to
Okay.
danger.
So I can boost you outside of the team, and then we can use a different team to get you to 7.
No, I what?
Yeah, because you have the team which could support. So
Yeah, and then I have a
Spark would
second
help you,
team.
and somehow Siphon or Dino would help.
Yeah.
How so?
Actually,
I was gonna say not to like I obviously I would want this to succeed, but we're all acting individually and with.
Oh right, no time to communicate.
Mhm.
You can't do that.
So sorry. Not
No,
to,
you're right. As a
Cool.
GM, I was almost trying to be nice for a second. Thank you.
Rude.
As another
That was your mistake.
Dino's gonna try and just like grab Paradox and pull him back.
Okay, I would like you to defend. Roll and add savior.
Okay. No, that's 4 plus. Not gonna be enough. That's 4 plus 2.
Okay.
I can. Okay, so I can use shielding. You call upon fast protective field to stop danger. Spend 1 burn, which I have to roll to see how many burn I get to defend someone else from an immediate threat. Rolling freak plus freak instead of plus savior.
Okay, roll and add freak.
Cool. Ooh. Y'all, that's a 4.
No!
Siphon,
We're gonna
what
lose
are you
our
doing?
paradox.
It's as if this narrative moment was supposed to happen.
I don't know what you're talking
You're
about.
supposed to lose this boss battle.
No.
Siphon is going to siphon.
Okay. Roll,
Siphon the spirit.
Rolling. Are you dangering or are you trying to change the environment somehow?
Like I am specifically trying to attack the spirit in like a non-corporeal form by just draining the life out of it.
Roll and add danger.
Oh, come on.
Oh. Okay, that's a 12.
Okay.
Thank
You may
Simon.
do 2 things.
Take its arms.
You may resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I would like to take paradox from them
Okay?
and resist and avoid their blows.
Okay. So you were the only one that resisted or avoided their blows.
Oh,
no.
So you are pushing back against the specter,
Mm-hmm.
which is grasping at Paradox's hair. And you push it back with your energy in a moment of heroics. Not thinking of your own safety, but protecting someone. And Paradox falls to the ground. And he lands on his feet, kind of steadying himself on the desk. And the specter wails out, screeching in such a high pitch that the 3 of you who were not protected grasp your ears, completely unexpecting this.
Siphon's
And-
been to enough concerts where it's the tinnitus.
Mm-hmm. And the specter reaches down
Oh no.
and through Paradox. And then leaves. And Paradox collapses on the desk.
No. Crud.
And that's where we're going to call it.
No.
Oh
Nick, you're the worst.
And the best.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
All right. That was fun. Everyone have fun?
Yes.
I thought that was fun.
Yes.
We did go a little long, so apologies to everyone for that, but it was I really wanted to get to that last scene. So
Mm-hmm.
the next session will likely be the last session of this Masks game
Oh,
for now. Before we go on a small holiday break and determine what we are doing moving forward. However, right now we are still raising money for NAMI. Despite our stream being over, the donation is open until the end of November. So if you would like to go to rollforchange.org/donate, you can give money to an incredibly good cause that helps fight for mental illness patients in the world, I believe, the whole world. So I'm going to go around and you can tell everyone where you can be found online. And we will do it in clockwise order on the screen. So Bailey, you are first.
You can find me on Twitter at Ironic Adventures. You can also find me on season 2 of Dragons of Cthulhu and a handful of upcoming projects that will be airing on the Control Alt Inc. podcast network. You can also find me once a month on SHU's Generation Justice, where I play yet another angry teen.
Bailey, my
Yeah,
friend,
she's
my
doing
good
yes.
friend.
Yes.
Your mic didn't pick any of that up.
Oh, I heard.
It
It was very quiet.
It was very quiet.
Sorry, I was far away. Did you want me to try that again, or watch the feeds? You know where to find me.
Go to her Twitter at
Ironic Adventures.
Ironic Adventures.
Yeah, go on. My Twitter's at Ironic Adventures. You can find me on SHU and Dragons of Cthulhu Season 2.
Yeah.
There we go.
Next is Elle.
Hi, I'm Elle. I'm deciding what move I want to take from my my potential track, and I'm taking the move from the Legacy, Never Give Up, Never Surrender. When I take a powerful blow from someone with far greater power than you, which is most people, I get to use this move. And if I hit, then I get an opportunity. I rally and add one team, or I keep the attacker's attention. On a 79 mark condition. On a miss, I go down hard, but the opponent is off balance and vulnerable.
Woo! That sounds like a lot of fun coming up.
Mhm.
Yeah, we didn't do end of session moves.
Okay, we'll do it after this. Sorry, I forgot. Thank you.
Okay, hi, I'm Elle. You can find me on Twitter at OccasionalL. I don't think I have any stream games between now and when we play next, but if I'm on anything, you'll find that on my Twitter.
Yeah, I think a lot of streams are doing the same thing that we're going to do and winding down for the holidays and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So, Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash. You can find me at Lonely Ash Tree on Twitter. And yeah, I'm not really doing anything, so.
And Lynn.
Hello, I'm Lynn. You can find me on the social medias at AdorkableDM. Yeah, this is my thing for now. I mean, I do other things, but they're not online. So yeah, see everyone else's stuff.
And I am Nick, but I am going to take the time that I would usually use to talk about what I do, to talk about what friend of the charity Happy Jacks RPG is doing right now. They are doing a charity to raise money for Rainbow Railroad, which helps LGBTQ plus people in countries where it is very difficult to get to safety and shelter. They have raised over $5,000 today, and if you go to happyjacksrpg.com/rainbow, you can go donate. I think I got that right.
Yeah.
Now we will also do our end of session.
Yeah.
I think I should go ahead and take Lynn's idea and just start a swear jar. So votes to where the money goes.
All right.
Nick, you didn't see this, but at one point when Bailey had her thing, I said that there's a swear jar, and whenever someone swears, we have to donate to whoever we're raising money.
I think that is the best idea that I have heard in any of these streams so far. Especially streams that I'm on. I'm still shocked that I haven't let one go yet.
Has a potty mouth.
So yeah, end of session. All of the characters can either grow closer to the team, grow into their image of themselves, or grow away from the team. I am going to go in order of random. So, Siphon. Because I can't get that one possibly wrong.
Siphon probably, she grew closer to the team.
I love that Tip got everyone to LARP. That's the best.
Who made you feel welcome?
Tip.
Mm-hmm.
Tip already have, I don't know what's the deal with the influence thing.
I believe Tip already has influence on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Double influence.
Tip can move your two of your labels, I believe. I'm just checking before I say that to make sure I'm not wrong. Mm-hmm.
That's what we did last time.
Shift one of your
Yeah.
labels up and one of your labels down. I was right.
Mm-hmm.
I remembered that, but not to do end of session.
Baby steps.
So Tip,
Tip is going to.
I would say, how do you see Siphon?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. She's gonna move Siphon's savior.
And they
Yeah,
did
it's gonna
just say
savior up
drugs.
one
Mhm.
Okay.
and mundane down one.
That-
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense because she was just the big dang hero.
Yep.
So
So now, I now have no negatives.
Yay!
Wow. you are a min-maxed character. You. No wonder you've not failed enough to get a potential track. I'm an angry GM right now.
Potential win.
I am one away from fulfilling another potential track.
I'm starting.
Oh.
I filled 3.
Yeah.
I think it's funny because it's impossible in this game to be min-maxed. And yet somehow here we are.
Yeah.
Like your
It's because
stats are
I'm-
chosen for you.
It's because I've done everything, like... I always try to be dangerous, and that's my best stat, and so I'm more likely to succeed than not.
Yep. And you're also more likely to be in danger, which is helpful for me. Tip,
Yeah.
did you grow closer to the team, grow into your image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
Definitely team.
Okay. Does that mean grow closer? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, grow
Okay.
closer. Sorry.
Who made you feel welcome?
Oh, jeez. This is difficult because we had the adoption thing,
Mm-hmm.
but that was very conflicting for Tip. So,
Did the new family make you feel welcome?
yes, but yeah, it's a conflicting thing for her still.
Okay.
So that's why it's a little difficult to. I mean, yes, there was a welcoming scene with the family.
Yeah. I don't think Tip's confliction, and I'm speaking as just an observer. I don't have any inside baseball here, but it feels like her conflicting isn't with the family itself. Like she seems
No.
very happy
Yes.
with them. It's just more like, don't want to lose my own family that I already
Yes.
have.
Yes.
All right, so that would be Dino.
Okay.
Does Dino have influence?
I think.
Yeah, I have influence on everyone.
Dino, you
Yeah.
may move 2 of Tip's labels,
Oh God.
one up, one down, and I like the idea of how does Dino see Tip.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna move her danger down 1.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's how it's good.
And your this is weird because like the thing is that the longer that Dino's gotten to know Tip, the more she's like, oh yeah, Tip's just like a normal person. So I'm gonna move your mundane up 1.
Cool.
That's amazing because that plays a lot into the outsider role of like
Yeah.
acceptance. So
Yep.
that is awesome.
Yep.
All right. So since we were talking about Dino, we'll go to Dino next in our completely random order.
I grew into my image of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
You did a good kick.
I did several good kicks.
Explain how you see yourself and why.
I think that Dino feels a lot more confident in their ability to do things. Like this has been like an ongoing thing, but like they did face a teacher down 1-on-1 in a boxing ring and win pretty pretty flat out. And they're like, yeah, like I'm a hero. I can do cool things even though I don't have powers. And that's great.
So I have follow-up questions that have nothing to do with the end of session, but I want to ask
Yes.
them anyway. Dino is 14 years
Mhm.
old.
Yeah.
Does Dino have an image of herself as an adult? Or
Themselves.
does themselves as an adult? Or does Dino think they are an adult?
It's gonna be the next-
Dino,
Oh snap!
I think, more leans towards thinking that they're already an adult.
That is a very 15-year-old thing to
Yeah.
think. Just like, I beat up a teacher. I'm an adult now. Give me a car. I can take a job. Let's go.
Yep.
Like, they kind of already have a job,
Yeah.
and that's like defending people. They like get up at 6 a.m. every morning to work out. Like,
Yeah, they got everything. What more could there possibly be about being an adult, right? I do enjoy that. So, what label will you like to shift up and shift down for yourself?
I'm gonna shift my danger up one because I did give a teacher a concussion, and I'm gonna shift. What does superior mean?
Intelligence.
Um.
Superior is what you use to assess a situation.
Okay.
You also use it to provoke people.
Okay. I can't move my freak down anymore. I can move my mundane down. Yeah, I'll move
I
my
think you're
danger up
less
and my
mundane.
mundane down. The reverse of what I did to Tip.
I mean, honestly, the whole point of your fight was I am not
Not a normie.
normal. I am
Yeah.
super.
Yep.
I don't need
Congratulations,
your
you're not more
powers.
dangerous than Siphon.
That's scary. Is Dino the best frontline fighter on the team right now?
Yes.
Possibly.
Oh,
Because
good.
apparently
So
now
the
useless in a fight. So
the alien invasion is coming, and Dino is the best frontline fighter. This is going to be a fisticuff invasion.
I think that's so perfect.
Break all the horns.
Spark,
Yes, sir.
did you grow closer to the team, grow into your image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
So I feel like she grew closer to the team because everybody was like, no, don't try to take her away. But I also feel like she really grew into herself and that she was like, but I can do this thing. Just let me try. Team vote.
I think image.
Yeah, I'd say Image.
You had a very powerful moment with your parents.
Yeah.
If only that was
Yeah.
in real life and my dad would accept me.
Wow.
No, I love my. No. It's
We're
amazing.
getting
We got
real
real.
here on
We're real.
Twitch.tv.
Got to. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with she grew into her image of herself.
All right. I'm gonna ask you the same questions I asked Dino because I would love to get this answer from Spark.
Okay.
Does Spark have an idea of what she will be as an adult, or does Spark view herself as an adult?
I think she's aware enough to realize that she has to learn a lot. So I don't think she quite sees herself as an adult. She's like, I'm more grown up than you would think, but no, I'm still a kid. I was like this close to calling like 911 as soon as you were like, and Paradox drops. I need an adult. She still has tantrums. She's aware of this. So I don't think she sees herself as an adult. Not yet.
Okay.
It's funny in that parent scene, like I almost had Tip go, but I'm not a child.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
sure,
was
I'm an adult.
laying that on thick, realizing like the Tip's kind of fully grown.
Yeah, I don't really
I'm legal.
go with Tip.
I mean, she's going through puberty, so
Yeah.
she fits the teenage superhero
Yeah,
mold.
yeah, everything fits. It's just one of those different alien
Mhm.
things.
The ID card I carry says I'm an adult.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Don't look too closely
According
at
to
it.
human standards, I'm an adult. I was able to purchase alcohol.
And Dino is just like, the teacher who I knocked out said I was an adult. So
Spark's like, I almost killed a man. I'm a child.
you may move a label up and a label down.
Alrighty, so going off what I have right now, I think because she had, put herself, she was put in place, I'm gonna move my superior down one, but I'm gonna move my mundane up.
Alrighty. You
I
became
think-
more normal, while
Well-
Dino became more dangerous.
What else is new?
I did not expect this when we started. 6 sessions in, here we are.
It's so good.
Dino's so punchy.
I
Yeah,
love Dino.
Oh.
Dino
God.
went from being a little
So,
flipper
I
to
have a-
this
Little flip
like
kid.
yeah,
Little flip
this
kid.
just drop kick machine of death.
I have a quick question since I have completely changed playbooks.
Yes.
Do I need to change the relationship stuff too?
Because there's one session left,
Don't
I'm
worry
gonna
about
say
it.
no.
Okay.
But if we do circle back to this, which I think there's a high probability of, we will get back to it at that point. So
Okay.
put a pin in it, I guess.
Okay. I mean, they're basically the same thing. It's just I have to decide if this one applies to Dee Dee or if I've actually physically hurt any of my teammates ever.
Siphon hurt you.
Yeah.
Technically. In game, you haven't hurt anyone, but it could easily happen off camera during
I was
a.
gonna say, this does say you once hurt blank when you lost control, and I suppose that could be a mental thing.
Yeah, I could see that applying to Dee Dee.
I could see it applying to
I'm
Enrique.
applying to.
Yeah.
When did I hurt Enrique?
Not yet, you haven't. We haven't filled that blank yet.
Yes.
See that in the
I would-
future.
PBD.
Look, as a GM, I'm just saying Dee Dee's fun, Enrique's the most fun.
Look, I already have one other game where my pretend boyfriend is constantly in danger. Can you let me have one pretend boyfriend that I don't
No.
have to worry
He's a competent hero. He'll be fine.
He has wings.
I don't want to emotionally hurt people. I want to be a good girl.
You went on a completely wholesome date. You are a good girl.
I am a good girl. It's home before bedtime.
I'm done.
All right.
This broke me.
Well, thank you everyone for watching. We had fun. Thank you for watching on YouTube. If you watched on YouTube, go donate. It will be open till the end of November. And we will see you on when's the next one? I'm looking
Or
at
no,
December 1st.
first.
Yep.
December 1st.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woot.
Wow. All right. See you then. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.